So I'm back. I know it's been a while. It's been very busy with COVID and everything like that, but I do have something that I haven't seen a lot of yet. Now, I did two purchases for this. So the whole collab with ColourPop and Hocus Pocus is a shit show to get a hold of. Now, I was originally online on the first day that it launched when it broke, and they broke the whole website. Couldn't order anything, couldn't get on the website. Then they sent out that tweet saying they're the next day at 10 a.m. Okay, well, I live in Arizona, so 10 a.m. is fine. So I got online. I was able to get 3 pallets online. So these are not from the online, these are from the actual Ulta store, which that's a whole other story that I'll get into. But I was able to get 3 pallets online. However, I did go to the store and buy some because, let's just be honest, I had a bunch of stuff in my cart, and then they took all the stuff out of my cart, and they told me they didn't have it in stock anymore. So I'm just afraid that I won't get it. So I went ahead and bought 2. But let's also be a little bit truthful here. I also do wholesale, so I resell all of this stuff. I'm going to keep, obviously, one set for myself, but everything else I sell. I don't keep 98% of what I buy. So, there's always that option. These palettes are so pretty. We're going to do swatches. I'm going to show you everything that I did get at the store. But before we get there, I'll tell you how the store went. So when Ulta tells you that they're going to launch something that's already sold out online, the first thing I do is I call them and I'm going to ask them, what are you getting? Because they'll tell you what they're getting. Now, they'll tell you what they're getting in stock, but they don't tell you what employees have already purchased. That's where the problem lies. So my store had maybe 20 pallets. I took 2 of them. And they had one of the I Put a Spell on You. Just one. They didn't have any of the other 2 that were available. And they also had the eyeliners, but they only had one of the Sistas, which I got, and then they had 3 or 4 each of the Trick or Treat and the Black Flame Candle. So all these people that were in line, mind you, they open at 11 o'clock here on Sundays. I was in line at 9 and I was still the 3rd person in line. So I don't know how long these people have been in line. Now, I will say, the tiniest display on the planet. Like, you know how Ulta always has just like a little end cap? They don't get a very big spot for ColourPop, which I don't know why because it's extremely popular. They have this little tiny, like, the size of a shoebox vanity set up with this stuff on it. And these people, I kid you not, everything was gone within 40 seconds. I'm lucky I grabbed what I grabbed. And I didn't even look at the lashes because let's be honest, I get my lashes done, so I'm never going to wear them. I just don't care about them. I tried so hard to grab whatever I could. Now, it's hard. Anytime a company launches something, we know there's going to be problems. I don't even know why we don't expect it anymore. Now, I don't understand why companies don't do pre-orders. If you would just do pre-orders, you would know how much you need to make instead of making people literally go insane to find things. Because the main problem that we're running into is ColourPop is being blown up over not making enough palettes and not making enough products. If you know something is going to have this much traction, you should already know by the first day you tried to launch this that it did not go off well. Everyone was on that site. Everyone was trying to order. It broke the site. It was like the Raw Beauty Christie and Pure all over again. It's like a Jeffree Star launch when he was, not canceled. It's unbelievable. I don't even know why we put ourselves through this most of the time, but some of us just really love products. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and swatch everything for you guys, and then we're going to play with it and see how it goes. Alright, so let's do swatches. Now, yes, I'm festive. See, I love this movie. It's probably the best Halloween movie I will ever watch. So, let's do some swatches, and we'll see just how pretty everything is. Alright, so here is the palette, and I'm super excited for Ulta. Which I don't know if you can see it, but there is a shade broken in my palette. Oh, of course. It's one of my favorite colors, which is the whole reason I wanted this palette. Look at my Thackeray Binks. Look at that. Right there. Right there. It's completely cracked. Now, usually when I buy stuff in store, I always check it before I leave. I don't know why I did not check this palette. I didn't check either of them. Now I'm afraid to open the other one. Oh well, it's my palette. I'm going to keep this palette. So I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to be really soft with it because these are going to be very soft shadows. ColourPop is known for very soft shadows. So with that said, let's go and do some swatches, and then I'm going to decide which ones I want to use today. So I'll just use my arm. Let's see. Let's start with Goodbye Cruel World, which is down here in the corner. I don't think I'm going to swatch the really light ones because you won't be able to see them. I am a shade of clear, so you won't be able to see them at all on me. But let's do Goodbye Cruel World. Ooh, it's pretty. Look at that. It's it has like a copper undertone to it, but it's like a blackish color, which is going to be really pretty. I'm going to like that one. And then let's do Bewitched, which is like this greenish color. So this one is a little patchy, I will say that. It is a little patchy. I'm not sure I'm going to like that one very much, but I don't really use a lot of greens anyway. So we'll see how that one goes. And then we'll try Dead Man's Toe, which is a purple. And I like live for these colors. These colors are so beautiful and so nice that I love them to death. So let's do this one right here. Okay, that one's really pretty. Look at that. So pretty. Yeah, got some nice mattes in here. You got a few shimmers. I'm super excited for Brew Potion, but we're not even going to get to that one yet because I don't know if I can handle it right now. Let's do Night of Frolic. Let's see. Ooh, it's like a dark brick. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Come on now. ColourPop is seriously on point with their shadows. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of their shadows are absolutely stunning. And the price that you pay for them, it's so cheap. Like, who on earth would ever complain about these prices? Like, it's just so worth it, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go wash my arm off, and then we'll do the rest of the colors. Alright, so now we are going to go in with Winch, which is this silvery color. And we're going to go, yeah, it just dropped on the floor, that's lovely. And then we're going to go on the back of my hand. See, the really light shades, I don't even know if you can see that. I'm so pale, you guys. So they probably don't even show up. But it is a really pretty, like, subtle color that I think is going to be really pretty for my inner corner. I'm not even joking. And then we're going to go in Tis Firm. So let's see what this one's like. Ooh, it's like this really pretty, like, oh, I'm excited. Okay, let me show you this one. Let's see. Oh, you guys. I think that one's my favorite so far. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'm super excited about that one. That one's probably going to happen today. And then let's do Thackeray Binks. You know, my broken one that just fell on the floor. Because, you know, I didn't check it. And that's what I get for going to Ulta and not checking the colors. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Come on now. I mean, it was almost worth it for the weight just for that color. I mean, honestly, kind of matches my shirt. And I'm really all about this color. Fall is my favorite. Fall and winter. I live in Arizona. It's hot as shit here. And it's still hot. It's 100 degrees outside. So, whatever. But this is my favorite time of year, and I absolutely love that color, and it's stunning. And I can't wait to use it. So, let's see. And then this color, I think it's called Yabos. Let's see. It is a green, so I won't get much use out of it. But it's like a soft matte. It's not quite a shimmer. It's really pretty though, and it's definitely not a matte. And it's not a metallic. It's like in between, but it is very pretty. So maybe I'll use that one. I don't know. It'd have to be like a very specific look for me to use greens. I think the only time I ever use greens is like St. Patrick's Day, and even then I don't really use them. I try and like avoid them at all costs, but alright. So I have cleaned off my hand, and we're gonna go in with, I call it a bus. Now this is a black, but it looks like it has shimmers in it, and ColourPop usually does amazing blacks, like stunning. So let's see. Oh, you guys, it's got a reflectant in it that is iridescent kind of. It's got greens and pinks, and it's got some like bluish purple in there, but it is really pretty. I think it'll go really well, especially with like a smoky look. If you wanted to smoke out your under eyes or something, I think it'd be really pretty. We're gonna try Full Moon and Hello Salem. I don't think they're gonna show up on me, but we're gonna try them just to see. So this is Full Moon. Pretty much my skin tone. You can almost see it. It has like a yellow tint, and I have a very neutral undertone to almost pink. So you can almost see it on me. Not bad. And then the other one that I'm super excited for, which is Brew Potion. Now this one, I don't see where it said you could not. You know, some of them say you can't put them on your eyes. Just as I said that. Look at this. Not intended for use in the immediate eye area. You guys, why? Why even put it on there? I know that, you know, I'm not even going to get into that. That's a whole other video that I'll do. Let's do Brew Potion. Oh, wow. This one is, like, is thick. Like, thick. With, like, 3 C's. Thick. Jeez. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you want to put that on your eye. I'd have to have one hell of a primer for that. Oh, you know what? I'd have to go in with some like glitter glue to hold that in place. But it is beautiful. Stunning. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, I love that. That's like my that's tied with Tis Firm and Thackeray Binks right now, man. See, the colors, they don't disappoint. The colors never disappoint. The problem that most of us have is the way they're launched or the way they're packaged. I'm not even going to get into that packaging because I hate it. Mostly because I'm such a huge fan of the actual movie that they use the cartoon character version. I was absolutely so heartbroken when I saw that. I was like, come on, you guys. If you're going to take a classic, and like, you know, maybe they couldn't get the rights or something. I don't know. Who knows why they didn't use the actual people that played them. Or maybe the people were like, no, we don't want you using our picture on the box. Like, we don't know. But I am very sad that it's not the actual people. Like, instead, I want to see Bette Midler on a box, right? Like, I want to see Sarah Jessica Parker on a box. But no, we got the cartoon version, and that was the only thing that I will say. Other than that, everything else was fine. We have 2 colors left. One of them is on Toast. Now, this is like a warm brown, which would be fine for something like my crease, because it's like really pretty. It's like a light warm brown. It's really pretty though. has an orange undertone to it, which I'm fine with, especially given the season that we're in. I'm completely okay with that. And then we have Coven. Now, Coven is very pretty. It's very similar to Come Little Children, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Ooh, and it has like a gold glitter to it. And I don't even know if I swatched Come Little Children, so I'll do that one again just in case, because I don't know if I did or not. But that one's pretty. That one's Coven. That's really pretty. I like that one. That'll go really pretty with Goodbye Cruel World, actually. And then, just because I don't know if I did it, I'm going to do Come Little Children because, well, it's like one of those popular lines in the whole movie. Okay, yeah, I think I did do this one because you can almost see it on me. So, there's that one too. Now, I will say, a lot of the colors, there's a lot of glitter in them. And I don't know if you can see it flying around the room right now, but as soon as you wipe this off, it just flies everywhere. So, that's probably why it does say, don't use it around your eyes, which, if they could come up with a better way to make an eyeshadows, I could use them around my eyes, but potentially, like scratching my cornea, that'd be real nice, too. But, I don't make makeup, I just buy it and review it and my camera died. What else? What else? It's okay. I should have known that this would happen. It always happens every time I try and film anything with a launch, a collab, a review, anything happens in every single one of my videos. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow first. I always do my eyeshadow first because I am notorious for fallout. Maybe I just don't tap off the brushes enough or whatever. It doesn't matter what brush I use or what foundation or what eyeshadow I use. It all just has so much fallout. So it must be me. That's what I've come to the conclusion. It's me, not the products. So I'm going to do the one thing that I just told you probably not to do, and that is put Brew Potion on my eyelids. Now I have already washed and moisturized and prepped my face, which is why it's red. So yes, rosacea sucks. There's nothing I can do about it except cover it up. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to cover it up. So I am going to take a mix, because I'm pretty pale, of On Toast and Full Moon. I'm going to take a mix of those two because I need it to be a little bit lighter, because I usually do like a very bright inner like quarter of eye, and then I go a little bit darker and then really dark on the outside. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to put Brew Potion on the outside, which usually I do my shimmer on the inside. So I want to see what it looks like. So we're going to try that. And then I'm going to use the gel liner in, which one is this? Trick or Treat. Because we're using the coppers on here, I want to use the purple on my waterline. And we'll see how that goes. And then we'll see how it looks at the end, because I have no idea how this is going to look. I haven't even used it yet. So let's see. Let's go ahead and go in with a little bit of Toast and a little bit of Moon. Oh yeah, look at this. There's a lot of fallout, so be careful. They are very, 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 very soft, so there's a lot of fallout. So let's see what we can do here. And I'm just going to take this on my crease and buff it out on the edges and bring it in and buff it out there and bring it up a little. But I get questions about this all the time. I don't do my eyebrows, and the reason I don't do them is simply because you can't see them, and I don't like the way they look when they're like shaded in. I don't like the way they look when they're drawn on. So I just kind of leave them. Sometimes I'll put some like brow gel in them just to like give them a hint of like their natural color, but I've done the whole temporary ones. Not a fan, and I am not a fan of needles. So if you think for 1 second I'm gonna do those microbladed ones, you're insane. I'm not doing that. So I just kind of leave them alone and let them do what they want to do. But yeah, no. Yeah, I hear this. It's constant. I get the same messages like, I don't do anything with them just because I don't care to. Like, they don't. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't. So anyway, so just build this up just a little bit more on the outside, and then a little bit on the inside, and really, really work it out so that I don't have any harsh lines or anything like that. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. Get it right in there, and work it up and in. And I usually get asked, you know, by my friends if I'm doing lives or if I'm like doing a video what brushes I use. I have BoxyCharm. I use whatever they send me. I don't buy brushes because I don't care. But these happen to be the Luxie brushes, which came a few months ago in one of their boxes, and I absolutely love them. They're so soft, and they lasted forever. Like, I can't tell you how much I don't take care of my brushes, and these things are great. So, works out pretty well for me, honestly. Just a little bit more. So this is still a little bit darker than I would usually go for my crease, but that's okay. It's a review. We're just gonna see what it looks like because we don't know. Brew Potion though is so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I swatched it again before just to make sure I really wanted to use that color. It's so pretty, but I'm thinking that color I'm gonna have to use my finger because there's so much fallout. I think that my best option is gonna be to use my fingers, and then we'll go from there. So, but before I do that, I am going, because I don't have a really super light shimmer for the inner corner, I'm probably just gonna use my Cover FX palette and use one of the highlighters. Or actually, I'll probably use the brightener on the inner corner. So, I mean, I reuse them all anyway. Makeup doesn't have boundaries. Just remember that. So it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you like it, who gives a shit? So, I am going to use just a little bit of the brightener to brighten up the inner corner, like the inner, like, fourth. Because I do want it to be a little bit lighter than the rest of my eye. And that looks pretty, so we'll go this route. And we'll go from there. But I'm really thinking that the outer quarter is going to be really very, very pretty. So now we'll go in with Coven, and we're going to go really light with this because this is a very pigmented color and I don't want it to be super overpowering. And I'm going to put this right in the middle and work it out. And I am sorry if you hear my child laughing in the background. We've discovered a game called Among Us, and I've been debating on streaming it because honestly it is so much fun. I never thought I'd take so much joy in a kids game, but I found that my friends and I actually play it at night when she goes to bed, so it's really not a kids game. We're excited. The things you learn that you like when you can't leave the house for 6 months. So, it should be fun. That's what she's out there playing right now. So, if you hear her laughing, that's what she's doing. She's 12. My 15-year-old, which most of you know if you've watched any of my videos, she's coming home from her mom's today, so she's technically my stepdaughter. But I raise her, so I consider her mine. She loves makeup too, and I've been debating, I've been debating on putting her in some of my videos because my children, as most of you know, are mixed. So Jasmine is not mixed at all. She is full black. She can wear some of the shadows that I cannot wear. And I was thinking about having her come into one of these videos and I could do her makeup so you guys could really see some of these colors, because a lot of these colors you can't see on me. And let's just be honest, there's not a huge population with my color of clear, so it might look different on a little bit of everybody. So Layla, there's no way in hell she's gonna let me put makeup on her. She's a tomboy, doesn't do makeup, she doesn't care about makeup. Unless it's special effects makeup, you can put it on her face. But Jasmine, I could put it on her. She's a very girly girl, so I could put it on her, and you guys can really see how some of these colors look, because I put the Nikki Tutorials palette on her. Oh my god, were they beautiful. And they looked so much different on her tone than they did on mine. Like, some of them I couldn't even tell if they were on my skin, and on her they were glowing. They were absolutely stunning. So that might be coming soon. Depends on what kind of response I get depending on this video, but we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to work these out into that. I guess this is more like 3/4 of my eyelid. Let's just be honest. Yeah, it's more like 3/4, but that's okay, because I can always go over it to lighten it if I need to, but I think it should be fine. Especially because I blended those two out completely. I think they should be okay. But I am going to use my finger, and I'm going to go in with Brew Potion, because I know I'm going to get a shit ton of fallout. So let me just go ahead, go in with Brew. And I know this is stupid, I'm totally tapping this because I don't want it, like, the whole thing to fall in my eye. So let's see. Ooh, Brew Potion is so pretty. Oh wow. Yeah, definitely see how it's like right, I don't know if you can see, it's like literally on my eyelid. So be so incredibly careful with these. The last thing you want to do is cut your cornea with some makeup that literally tells you not to put it on your eye. So I'm thinking, maybe this wasn't the best option. Just being honest. It is so pretty though, but it honestly, when you put it on your eye, it just looks like glitter. So the color kind of just dissipates and you don't even really get the color, and that I'm not a fan of. So as beautiful as swatches they are, the color itself in the glitter doesn't really transfer. So, I mean, I can try it with a brush. I don't have my packing brush, but I do have this angled brush that we're going to try, because I usually use an angled brush anyway on the outside because I kind of get that V with it. So let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, I'm not even going to put any more of that on my eye, because I can see it floating around in the room, and when I picked it up on the brush, the color does not transfer. It's pretty much just glitter. And there's very, very little color in the glitter. So I'm not going to do that. I think what we're going to have to do here, I'm going to go ahead and leave this the way it is. Because I don't want to mess with it too much and get this in my eye. See, it's like all, do you see all the glitter? I don't know if you can see it, but it's all under my eye. It's like completely fallen. And I have a primer on to kind of hold it in place, and I use Tarte. So Tarte Shape Tape is like the ultimate for me. It holds everything. You don't even need the glitter glue when you use this stuff. So I'm thinking that that color, it might just be a no on your eyes, unless you got like some way of packing that on there. And you can try a packing brush, but even then I don't know if it would work. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my fluffy brush again, and we're gonna go ahead and go in with some Come Little Children, because I think it needs something, and I don't know what it needs, because I was not expecting to have that as a problem. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I might take the whole thing off and just start over again, because I mean, I'm not leaving the house. Nobody's really gonna give a shit, but I give a shit. So, let me just go ahead and go in with some winch. I'm just gonna put winch on my inner corner. We've already messed it up. Let's see what else I can do to it. So, oh boy. Okay. All right. Now that I have winch on the inner corner of that one, let's go ahead and put it on this one. And I use my fingers because I really like to apply shimmers with my finger. It works for me. So now that I've done that and completely messed up the whole inside of my eye, we're gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit of the Come Little Children, and we're gonna blend it with the outside because it's just so ugly on the outside. I hate it. Oh my gosh, it's so ugly. I can't. Yeah, don't do this. Yeah. Yeah, so the shimmer shade has pretty much fallen off completely. Look at that. It's all under my eyes. It's my own fault. I knew it. When I said I'm not putting that on my eyes and then decided to put it on my eyes, I should have known. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do foundation. And of course, my camera died. So I don't even know where I left off in the last video. But I think it was foundation because I was telling you how totally fucked up my eyeshadow. Which it did. So I always use a Real Technique sponge. I know some people absolutely love brushes. They don't look good on me. I feel like every time I've tried to use them, I still have to go over it with a sponge to smooth out the lines. So whatever. I use the Makeup Forever Reboot. This is still my favorite. I have extremely dry skin, so this does wonders for it. And it probably helps that I also use a moisturizing primer. And then before I even go in with the foundation, I go in with the Iconic London spray, because you can also use this as a prep. So I use that, and it also has the glowiness underneath. It's helpful. I know it's a whole mess, and it's probably, I do it, probably nobody else does it the way I do it, and that's perfectly fine. But this is the way that works for me, which doesn't, you know, go into my fine lines or anything like that. So we'll see how this looks. I'm gonna do some of this eyeshadow because I just can't. It's falling out all over my face. But it's the glitter. The other ones are fine. So let's go ahead and go in. I know it looks super, super white, you guys. This oxidizes on me. And I know it's not supposed to, but it totally does on me. And I go up right underneath my eye. And hopefully I can either hide or get rid of some of that glitter. Because I know you guys have to be able to see that on this side, right? Like with the light, I'm sure you guys can because I can see it. And I go right up underneath my eye because I'm going to clean that up. And go along the edges and clean that up because, you know, I'm a messy girl. So, you know, gotta clean it up because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, perfect edges. No, I don't care. So, I just clean it with my foundation. And then we can go ahead and take this off. And we will, oh man, I need a haircut. My hair's long, but it's super thin and super fine. So, it looks really, like, rat-taily when it gets really long. But, and let's not even talk about the roots, okay? I haven't done my hair since February, because where am I going? I work from home. My husband works from home. The kids are at school, at home. So, let's go right to the hairline. Man, that, headband, like, made my entire forehead red. Jeez. Okay. Alright, so now that I've done that side, I'm going to go ahead and work on the other side. And I'm again going to use a sponge because I don't use brushes. I know some people use like brush on one side, but that is for like foundation reviews, and we're not doing a foundation review. So, and a lot of people warm up their foundation on their hand. I don't do that either. I don't care. So, probably the worst channel to watch. So if you do watch me, I really appreciate it. I'm not a makeup artist. This is just stuff that I do on the regular. It's nothing special. It's like plain Jane. Nothing super exciting going on over here. But it literally takes me 10 minutes to get ready in the morning because there's no special techniques done over here. But don't get me wrong, I absolutely love makeup and I love watching people put it on. I'm not able to spend 30, 40, 50 minutes. It's just not an option for me, and I won't do it, to be honest. I'm lazy. So, now that I have this on, I'm going to go ahead and put the eyeliner on. Right, and this is like the 20th time this camera has died today, so we're going to make this quick because I don't know how many more times I can do this. So we're going to go ahead and do the liner. I'm not going to do a wing liner. I'm literally just going to use the ColourPop liner. I am going to use Trick or Treat. I think it's going to be really pretty in the waterline, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. Oh, you guys. It's such a pretty, like, iridescent purple. You guys, look at that. It's so pretty. Makes my blue eyes pop. I really like that. Let's see. Let's see here. So, they're not as pigmented as some of their other eyeliners though. Like, you gotta go over it a few times. So I will say these ones probably are not as pigmented. They're definitely not as pigmented. Like, usually I cannot see my eyelid when I have their eyeliners on, and I can totally see through. But, you know, I'm sure this would be gorgeous if, you know, I hadn't messed up all of my eyeshadow today. But it is what it is. So now that I have that on, you still see the glitter under my eyes. I'm like swiping these. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on my lower lashes. I don't put them on my top lashes because I get my lashes done and it just looks awful when I do that. So I'll go ahead and put it on my lower lash line. And honestly, that's just so that I don't look completely weird with like stark black like top lashes and super blonde bottom lashes. It'll look pretty trashy. Granted, again, I'm not going anywhere, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look amazing, but you know, whatever. I don't care. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit of the contour now because it's real white. So let's go ahead, go around the top. And then I know that a lot of people use like bronzer and stuff. I just use contour. I mean, a lot of the bronzers are like a very orangish color and they don't look good on me. So we're just going to go ahead and go through just a little bit on the cheeks and then go down here. And then, you know, it kind of just brightens a little bit of everything up. Not too much, but, you know, like the center is bright, and then I've got a little bit of contour going on. So it just looks a little bit better to me, I think. And then I do not powder my face because I look like the Sahara Desert when I do that. It does not look good, and I don't even try anymore. So, but I will do just a little bit of the brightener right down the center and a little bit on my nose. I don't really use highlighter too much, only because it usually doesn't look good on me, let's just be honest. Like my cheeks and stuff, it does not, like if I put it right here, I just don't like the way it looks, so I don't use it there. And then we're gonna go in with just a little bit of blush, because your girl's already pink. We don't need to go that much. And that's it, you guys. Like, I don't do very much. I mean, to me, I don't do very much. I'm pretty, like, this video is probably like 40 minutes long by now because I've had to stop so many times, but I just spray my face. And that's it. Don't inhale this like I just did. It doesn't taste good. So, but that's pretty much it. All in all, I absolutely love the palette. Am I sad about the one color? Yes. But, you know, in its defense, it does say, do not put it on your eye. But it's a freaking eyeshadow palette. So guess what? I put it on my eye. Still my favorite color, so I'll give you one last look at them. They are gorgeous, but look, it's broken. Look at that. It's completely broken. I kind of like touched it back in there, but look, you can see where it's like missing corners and stuff, and half of it fell off on my lap. So, but yeah, don't put this one on your eye. Right there. That's the one that, what's that one called? Brew Potion. That is the one that falls out everywhere. So don't do that. But everything else is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very, very pleased that I waited in line. And I'm so happy that I have 3 more of these coming so that I can go ahead and sell them. I do have a few ideas about resale videos. If you guys want to know how I make all my extra money, because my sales bring in me, let's see, last month I think my PayPal and Venmo and all that said I made about $900 last month on resales for makeup. If you guys want to know how I do that, I can totally do a video on it. Just comment down below if that's something that you're interested in, and I can totally show you how to do it. It's super simple. It's 100% authentic makeup. Like, there's hundreds of girls in these groups that do it. It's all online. You know, it's completely secure. So if you guys want to learn how to do that, I can definitely show you. I can also show you how I get free Amazon stuff. A lot of people don't know that you can get 100% free Amazon stuff if you buy it and then do the review. They send you your money back. So if that's something that you're interested in, I can like a million times show you how to do that stuff. But other than that, if you guys did make it all the way through this video, I am so grateful. And if you would please like and subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. I am trying to be more consistent with my uploads. I know it's been a little crazy and hectic, but now that I have really nothing to do other than sit at home, because I've literally done nothing but watch TV, and I'm on like season like 20 of Big Brother, I need to do something else with my life. So here we go. I'm going to start the YouTube again. You guys, if you have any questions or anything you want me to answer, please put them in the comments. I will respond to you. I really appreciate you guys for being here, and have a great day. Happy Sunday.